Check. Yeah, I think that's good. Todd Sanford on cam. Alright. Check. Check. So do we know if it's working?
What's up?
Okay. Yeah. I'm talking. Check 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, 2, 3. Getting set. Blue Springs South versus Shawnee Mission West. Vikings and Jaguars getting ready to roll. Check 1, 2, 3, 4. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 2 minutes away from game time. Check. Hey, they're busting out the old school jams, too. About a minute and a half to game time. Lions, Lansing able to get through Blue Valley North by 4 points on Tuesday.
Let's all work together to promote and achieve good sportsmanship, build up to teams.
We'll get you ready with the starting lineups here. Caden Hooks, the 6'2 guard, wearing number 5 for the Jaguars. And then for the Vikings, we'll go back and forth here. Number 5, Emilio Elliott Jr., the 6'3 forward, starting it off for the Vikings. For Blue Springs South, number 10, Caleb Israelite, the 5'11 guard. For the Vikings, number 15, Eric Rhymes, the 5'10 guard. Back with the Jaguars, number 11, Jalen McDaniel, 6'6 forward, wearing number 11. For Shawnee Mission West, C.J. Callahan, 6'3", wearing number 20, playing the forward. With Blue Springs South, Alex Brandt, 6'3" guard, wearing number 25. For the Vikings, number 30, Mitch Lowe, 6'3" forward. Back with the Jaguars, number 34, Cade Berg, 6'6" forward. And rounding out the starting 5 for Shawnee Mission West, Logan Weinecke, 6'2" guard, wearing number 33. We said we're getting you ready. This is the semifinal game of the Viking Classic Tournament. About to have a national anthem, and then we will get this game underway. That's our national anthem. We have done the starting lineups, and now we are getting ready for the first of 2 games coming up on 810varsity.com. Like I said, I'm Jonathan Plasek. Todd Sanford is running the camera tonight. A good solid matchup. The 2 versus 3. Blue Springs South coming into the game at 11-4. They're ranked number 10 in the 810varsity.com top 25. And Shawnee Mission West, number 21 at 6-4 on the year. The Vikings, coached by Ryan Darst, coming off a 13-10 year last year. Blue Springs South coming off a 9-14 year. But it's a new year for head coach Josh Smith and his Jaguars. The Jags wearing their road green uniforms with the blue font and the white stroke around the outside. And the Vikings, the home team, will wear their home whites, black numerals, and the yellow stroke around the outside. High school basketball coming at you on 810varsity.com. Jalen McDaniel, averaging 15.3 per game. He's going to be jumping it up for the Jags. And facing off against Emilio Elliott Jr., number 5 for the Vikings. And here we go. We are underway. 8 minutes on the clock in quarter number 1. And it's Caden Hooks controlling for Blue Springs South, going left or right on your internet dial. Finds Caleb Israelite. And now swings to Cade Berg down low and gets taken away. That's Emilio Elliott Jr., now controlled by C.J. Callahan. And we have our first turnover of the night. Eric Rhymes will set up the offense for the Shawnee Mission West Vikings. It's Mitch Lowe at the top of the key, examining. Looks like the Jaguars will be in a 2-3 look. Receiving a screen is Mitch Lowe. Lowe throws it away. A little bit of jitters early on for both teams. One turnover apiece. And we stay at 0-0 on the scoreboard. 35 seconds into the action. Caleb Israelite dribbling with his right hand, goes to the left side at the top here. Receives a double screen, goes over the top. Cade Berg stays there. Swings it over to Caden Hooks. Hooks goes to work and gets fouled. He will take an early trip to the free throw line. And the foul is going to go on Eric Rhymes. Eric Rhymes first, the team's first, so we're early into this game. Caden Hooks makes the first one. He's averaging 11.8 for the Jaguars so far throughout 15 games. 3 dribbles and a spin later. Second free throw's in the air and good. Jaguars lead 2-0, 50 seconds into the action. Eric Rhymes brings it up. Now the Jaguars in a man-to-man look, swings it over right wing. That's Logan Weineke. Swings it back over left side, and there's a away from the ball whistle, and there's going to be a foul called. That one's going to go on C.J. Callahan. Got to get set on that backside there. So Caden Hooks brings it across, left-hand dribble, now goes between his legs, going to work in the man-to-man defense of the Vikings. Down low. That's a nice left-handed finish by Jalen McDaniel. The lefty goes to work, and then back the other way quickly now. Eric Rhymes cuts through the Jaguar defense to no avail. It's 4-0 Jags, minute and a half into the action. Left side Vikings. That's Logan Weineke, double teamed in the corner, and he's trapped. Tries to bounce it off a Jaguar and instead stays with the Vikings. It's Mitch Lowe square up for 2, and that's good. Mitch Lowe, who averages 6.3 a game. Jaguars back the other way. Set up 3 for Alex Brandt. Instead, tries to go back up top for Cade Berg and throws it away. So now the Vikings on the board. Mitch Lowe with a nice jump shot from elbow extended. Pretty good crowd on hand for this first semifinal game at Shawnee Mission West in the Viking Classic. Mitch Lowe receiving a screen from C.J. Callahan. Lowe holds on to it, and now it's right wing. That's Eric Rhymes. Rhymes receives a screen, is now double teamed. That's Jalen McDaniel in the double team. Goes back at it. Eric Rhymes, kick out. Mitch Lowe for 3. In and out, no good, but offensive rebound up and good for C.J. Callahan. Callahan will take a trip to the free throw line with the and 1. That one's going to go free throw is good. Checking the number on that one. We'll get that one as well. So now it's a 5-4 lead. The Vikings lead the Jaguars here. Shawnee Mission West and Blue Springs South. Cade Berg going to work. Left-hand finish, no good, but the offensive rebound up and good for Jalen McDaniel. McDaniel, an early 4 points here, and the Jags return to the lead, 6-5. 5.5 here to go in the opening quarter. Coming across Eric Rhymes. Rhymes swings it to Emilio Elliott Jr. Right wing, up and under. Nice crafty move, no good. Offensive rebound, Callahan kicks it back out to Rhymes. Rhymes now to Callahan again, and it's Weineke controlling. Weineke, 11.1 points per game. Hasn't seen a shot tonight yet. Eric Rhymes controls, receives a screen. Gets double teamed, cuts off at the elbow. C.J. Callahan, the lefty for 3. Off the heel, no good. Caleb Israelite, the rebound. Tries to push the pace to Alex Brandt. Brandt down inside, knocked away. Emilio Elliott Jr. trying to use his speed. And there will be a foul in the open court. That will get Alex Brandt for his first foul of the game. Coming into the game is Johnny George. Johnny George will come in for Brandt. We stay with the Vikings. Eric Rhymes controls. Behind by 1 are the Vikings right now. It's C.J. Callahan, left wing, swings it over to Rhymes. Rhymes receives a screen from Elliott Jr. and goes down low and finds him. Kicks it back out, though, to Mitch Lowe. Callahan. And it's now back out to Eric Rhymes. Rhymes goes right at the Jaguar defense into 2 guys. Misses the layup and out of bounds off of Callahan. It goes back to the Jaguars. Caden Hooks, 2 points so far tonight. Squares up on Eric Rhymes. Hooks sets up the offense. Going to receive a screen from Jalen McDaniel. Instead, squares up for three and hits. Caden Hooks with 5. Too many defenders trying to find Jalen McDaniel, the leading scorer for the Jags. And Caden Hooks, who averages 11.8 and is 35% from 3, has his first one of the night. Back the other way with the Vikings, it's Mitch Lowe going to work. Lowe pulls up off the heel, no good. Rebound is Lowe. Lowe kicks it out to Callahan, back over now to Weineke. Free throw line extended left wing. Now it's C.J. Callahan down low, kicks it back out to Weineke. Weineke squares up one and answers. Weineke hits the 3 and gives the lead back to the Vikings. Head coach Ryan Darce got to be proud of his team so far. It's 9-8, just a little over 4 minutes and 20 seconds into the action. Both teams coming out. Couple of threes, one on each side, couple of free throws. It's been a pretty clean game so far. Once you got through the first turnover for each, the winner of this game will go on to meet the winner of the second game in our doubleheader here on 810varsity.com, which is Grandview. Grandview, the number 4 team in the 810varsity.com top 25, taking on the Lansing Lions, who snuck by in Blue Valley North 57-53 in Tuesday's opening round. So back from timeout, 3:35 here to go in the opening quarter. Caden Hooks with 5 early points, matching the number on his jersey. Brings it across, swings it over to George, and now swings it all the way back over. A square-up 3 opportunity, no good, is short. That was Caleb Israelite, who averages just under 14 a game. And it's off the Jaguars, out of bounds. Wesley Clark coming into the game for the Vikings. And a substitution, Avi Johnson will come in. A little bit quicker lineup here for the Jaguars as Jalen McDaniel goes to have a seat. Leading scorer and leading rebounder for the Jags gets an early rest. They're up 9-8. It's Eric Rhymes controlling. Hands it off to Mitch Lowe. What looked like a broken handoff. Now it's Wesley Clark, fresh off the bench for 3. Now he has as many points as his jersey. Coming across, Caleb Israelite goes right wing, swings it back across. Try to go down low to Cade Berg, and they throw it away. That was Avi Johnson. Wesley Clark, averaging just under 7 per game, hit his first shot off the bench. Nice pass down low, looking for an and one. Emilio Elliott Jr. will go to the line. That will be on Avi Johnson. It was all set up by number 15, Eric Rhymes. Rhymes averages just under 14 per game, but can clearly get his teammates the ball when he needs to. Elliott Jr. makes the first free throw. It's 12-9, 2:46 here to go in the opening quarter. A couple of substitutions come in as Logan Weineke will go have a seat. Kobe McGowan will come in for Shawnee Mission West. Elliott Jr. makes both free throws. It's 13-9. Just under 3 minutes here to go in the opening quarter. Caleb Israelite squaring up. Nice crossover to the hoop. No good. Gets his own rebound. And they will call a jump ball, which will go to Shawnee Mission West. Home squad wearing their whites, hoping to get to a championship game where they get to see the winner of Grandview and Lansing. Coming across, Eric Rhymes kicks it to Mitch Lowe, who's going to receive a screen from Kobe McGowan. Back now, right wing, Rhymes. Rhymes with the switch, kicks it over to McGowan. Thought about a 3, back with Rhymes. Rhymes controls, drives, blocking foul. I believe they're going to get Caleb Israelite there. Pardon me, that will be on Avi Johnson. Certainly looked like it was Caleb Israelite, but instead it's Avi Johnson's second. Kobe McGowan now, left wing Rhymes. Rhymes looked to the post. Now is going to receive a screen from Emilio Elliott Jr. Short corner, got trapped. has numbers. Elliott Jr. kicks it out to Wesley Clark. Clark drives back to McGowan. McGowan drives the left side. Nice pass. Elliott Jr. goes up and misses. Rebound Johnny George, controlling 1 minute 48 seconds here to go in the opening quarter. Israelite to George, and now it's finding its way to Caden Hooks. Hooks squares up another three and hits. Hooks with 8 first quarter points, keeping the Jags in it. It's 13-12 Vikings. 1:30 here to go in the first quarter. Rhymes across the timeline to Wesley Clark, who has a three. Mitch Lowe squares up, thought about it. Drives instead, finishes with the left hand, no good. Rebound, Avi Johnson throws it off the heel of the backboard. It's back with Mitch Lowe. Lowe to Rhymes. Rhymes left hand dribble, trying to dribble drive, and it gets taken away by Avi Johnson. Jaguars have 4-on-3 numbers if they go. Avi goes straight to the hoop. Tough right hand finish, no good. Offensive rebound, Caleb Israelite. Caden Hooks, we might see a heat check here as he resets the offense. Squares up on his defender, finds Johnson, now inside to Cade Berg. Berg goes right at the defender, gets called for a charge. That was Emilio Elliott Jr. stepping over and taking the charge. Plenty of fresh faces coming in for each squad here. 50 seconds here to go in the opening quarter. .49 seconds and counting as Eric Rhymes takes his time. Caleb Israelite meets him at the Viking logo at center court. Rhymes goes left wing, finds Weineke back into the game. Now to McGowan on the handoff. 34 seconds here to go in the opening quarter. Rhymes splits the double team, left hand finish, no good. Rebound, Devin Thompson into the game for the Jaguars. And Israelite has it, gets double teamed, kicks it back out. That's Thompson. Or Thompson, I should say. And down low, Israelite for 2. Now down to 12 seconds. Eric Rhymes will take the last shot as Blue Springs South has a 14-13 lead. Down to 5 to 4. Rhymes short. Offensive rebound, tosses it up from 70 feet or so, and it's no good. That was Jalen McDaniel. At the end of the first quarter, it's 14-13 here from Shawnee Mission West. Like I said, Jonathan Plasek on board with you, as well as Todd Sanford. We will take a quick break, and we'll come back with the second quarter action here on 810varsity.com. first game of semifinal action here on a10varsity.com. Welcome back to Shawnee Mission West. Jonathan Pulasic, Todd Sanford. We're refueling for the second half. Got barbecue sandwiches and M&Ms up here. It looks great. Some first half stats between Blue Springs South and Shawnee Mission West. First for the Jaguars, Caden Hooks and Jalen McDaniel had 10 points apiece, making up 20 of the 29 points for the Jags. Caleb Israelite with 7, and Devin Tomlinson with 2. For Shawnee Mission West, a variety of scores, but Logan Weineke with 9, and Emilio Elliott Jr. with 6. So for the home Vikings, they're going to go left to right this half. Underway, Jaguars lead 29-28. Emilio Elliott Jr. dumps it off. That's C.J. Callahan. Finds Mitch Lowe. No good. Lowe hit the first shot of the game for the Vikings. Since has not had another point, but it stays with the Vikings here. Just underway in the second half. 29-28 Blue Springs South. The Vikings trying to stay alive in the Viking Classic. The winner of this game will go on to face the winner of Grandview and Lansing. That's coming up after this game. We'll have it for you on 810varsity.com. Eric Rhymes controls, goes at his defender, pulls up free throw line off the board and nothing else. Rebound, Cade Berg. He averages 5.1 per game and then throws it away. Back the other way, Mitch Lowe for 2. That throw away by Alex Brandt. Back up ahead to Cade Berg. Berg's going to draw a foul on Emilio Elliott Jr. The Vikings have the lead once again. (30-29) Vikings here at home. Try to go up for the lob. Does Caleb Israelite. Nice pass from Cade Berg. Israelite now has 9. He averages just under 14 per game. They go to the alley-oop to the 5'11 guard. Interesting maneuver. Back with the Vikings. Mitch Lowe down to Eric Rhymes. Receives a screen. Nobody comes. Kick out. Open 3, Mitch Lowe. In and out and back down. Mitch Lowe coming out firing. He has 7 total. 5 here in the quarter. He's the only Viking to score. 33-31. Shawnee Mission West. Jaguars going to work. Israelite kicks it to Caden Hooks. Hooks 10 first half points and continues the success. His first shot of the second half is good. He's got a dozen. Quickly the other way, Eric Rhymes. Rhymes hands off to Elliott Jr. Spin move. Made the shot, but no foul. Or, pardon me, no shot. Foul was on the ground. That's going to be on Cade Berg. Second foul for him. We're tied up at 33. 6:12 here to go in the third quarter. Just underway in the second half, and both teams have come out firing. Swings it over. That's Logan Weineke going at a defender. Tosses up. Luckily, it ended up in Emilio Elliott Jr.'s hands, and he missed it. Rebound, Israelite. Averages just over 5 rebounds per game. Caden Hook up, no good. Jalen McDaniel tried to follow. They're going to get McDaniel with a foul. I believe that's his first of the game. Pardon me, his second. He was the one that we missed the foul on in the first half, so now we know. Coach Josh Smith didn't like the call, but we're tied up. All square. 5:41 here to go in the third quarter. Mitch Lowe controls free throw line extended right side. Dribble drive, right hand, no good. Rebound. One of the big guys is going to grab it for the Jags, and now it's Jalen McDaniel. McDaniel going to the hoop. Up and under. Beautiful finish. I thought he was going to try and throw a poster on somebody. Instead, the athleticism shows the up and under to give the Jags a 2-point lead. He now has a dozen. Rhymes, left side, now top of the key. Goes down low, no look. Emilio Elliott Jr., no good. He's down in the trees, able to get his own rebound. Up top, Rhymes for 3. Off front rim, no good. Rebound, Israelite, skies for it. Gets it away to Alex Brandt. Brandt up ahead. Intercepted by Eric Rhymes. Now up ahead to Mitch Lowe. Lowe, right-hand layup. Mitch Lowe has 9 total, 7 in the third quarter. It's 35-35, 4:44 here to go in the third quarter. And it's going to go back to the Vikings. Alex Brandt on a moving screen. And a quick timeout by Josh Smith. We'll get you updated on some things during this timeout. It's going to be a full one, but we'll stay here. Their path to the semifinal, Blue Springs South beat Shawnee Mission Northwest on Tuesday. The Cougars 73-43. Neither of these teams really challenged in the first round. Shawnee Mission West took on the Turner Bears, and they won 76-44. So that's how they got here. The 3 seed Blue Springs South in this particular tournament taking on the 2 seed Shawnee Mission West. And then the lurking on the other side, and we'll see them tonight in the other semifinal, the Grandview Bulldogs. The defending Class 4 state champs in the state of Missouri took down Wyandotte 75-49. They'll take on Lansing tonight, who got through their first round opponent, Blue Valley North 57-53. So far tonight, Jaguars have 2 guys with 12 points, Caden Hooks and Jalen McDaniel. Caleb Israelite there with 9. Besides those 3 guys, they have 1 person, that's Devin Tomlinson, with 2 points. They have made up 33 of the 35 Jaguar points. As on the other side, the Vikings have been well spread around. Mitch Lowe now tied for the lead in points for the Vikings with Logan Weinecke with 9. Dribble drive Rhymes, kicks out, thought about it McGowan. Now it's Wesley Clark top of the key. Dribble drive, kicks out to Weinecke, short on the 3. It's going to be off of Jalen McDaniel, who averages 7.3 rebounds per game. You can see why both these teams are in the Varsity 810, 810varsity.com top 25. Pretty solid teams here. The Vikings control as Eric Rhymes goes right side. Near side ref. Going to call a foul. Fresh into the game, Hayden Humphreys. So going to the line is Rhymes. Rhymes 0 for 2 in the first half on free throws. A little quicker release this time. And makes his first free throw. 1 of 3 total in the evening. Mitch Lowe comes in for Logan Weinecke. Weinecke came into the game with 20 made threes this season. He now has 22 made threes. Second free throw no good by Rhymes. Rebound Israelite. It's Hayden Humphreys on the attack. Humphreys goes at the smaller defender, which was McCowan, and picks up the foul on McCowan. That's his second. So Hayden Humphreys tries to get into the scoring column for the Jaguars. Like I said, only 4 Jags have scored all night, and 3 of the 4 make up 33 points. It's 36-35 Vikings. So they hold on to a 1-point lead. Avi Johnson comes in for Caleb Israelite. Darian Wesson comes in for Eric Rhymes for Shawnee Mission West. Humphreys' second free throw is good, so we got a tie ball game again. 36-36, 4:08 here to go in the third quarter. As the Vikings control is Kobe McGowan bringing across the ball. Kicks it over to Wesley Clark, receives a screen, goes to the top of the key. Now it's back in McGowan's hands. Going to receive another screen by Mitch Lowe. Good ball movement here by the Vikings. Kick out, right side, now left side Clark. Clark receives a screen, dribble drive, goes into the trees, double blocked. Humphreys was there. I believe Cade Berg also got a piece. And now it's up ahead. Athletic Jalen McDaniel, the two-hand slam. Jalen McDaniel, beautiful pass from Caden Hooks, and the two-hand slam, pretty easy for Jalen McDaniel, 6'6". It all started on the other end. Hayden Humphreys combining with Cade Berg for the block. We'll give Cade Berg that one his 15th block of the year. It's 38-36 Jaguars here on the road in the Viking Classic, taking on the home team, Shawnee Mission West Vikings. Kobe McGowan controls, faces up Caden Hooks. Kick out low. Low dribble drive, pull up just inside the free throw line, no good. Rebound Hayden Humphreys. And now Hooks controls, dribbles with the left hand across the timeline. Goes between the legs, now back with the left hand. tries to set up the offense, leading by 2. Just under 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Hooks, crossover dribble, try to get the acrobatic finish. He'll go to the line. That one's going to be on Kobe McGowan, his 3rd foul. Caden Hooks will go to the line shooting 2. Hooks averaging 12 points a game. He's at his average. 5 new players into the game. 3 for the Jaguars, 2 for the Vikings. Caden Hooks, 3 dribbles and a spin. Makes the second one. And guess what he won? A trip to the bench. Caleb Israelite comes in for him. One thing for sure, these 2 coaches, Josh Smith and Ryan Darst, they like their substitutions. We're with the Vikings, trailing by 3, 36-39. Left side, Eric Rhymes. Rhymes, dribble drive, kick out, Wesley Clark for 3. Short, rebound, Israelite. Israelite been all over the boards tonight. Back the other way, tough finish. No good by Johnny George. And now the Vikings have a 5-on-2. Rhymes right to the cup, no good. How do you not finish with numbers? Avi Johnson up ahead for the Jaguars and popped away by Mitch Lowe. Maybe not the finest sequence for both teams there. Jaguars lead 39-36, 2:16 here to go in the third quarter. Both coaches want the high intensity, high pace. Well, you got it, just no bucket that time. Caleb Israelite squares up on his defender. Dribble drive, stripped, and a foul called on Eric Rhymes. His 2nd foul. So far, pretty tight here in the second half as far as fouls go. They're going to say that Caleb Israelite was shooting the ball. Interesting. It certainly looked like it was on the floor, but instead they said 2 shots here for the Jaguars. Good on the first one. Israelite now 3 for 3 on the night. He now has 10. 40-36. Blue Springs South. 2:09 here to go left in the third quarter. Squares up for a second shot. Is good. Has 11. He's perfect from the line tonight. 41-36. 2:05 to go in the third quarter. Eric Rhymes controls for the Vikings. Gets it off to Mitch Lowe. Now it's Weineke fresh off the bench. Thought he was run into. No whistle. It was Johnny George who was there defending. Ref didn't blow the whistle. Home crowd didn't like it. So the visiting Jags have a 5-point lead. Just under 2 minutes here to go in the third quarter. It's George. Dribble drive. Tried a left-hand spin. No good. Tossed out by Emilio Elliott Jr. of Shawnee Mission West. Shawnee Mission West averages about 60 a game. Blue Springs South, north of 60. We'll say that. South to throw it in. Square up Israelite for 3 and hits it right in the face of Eric Rhymes. Israelite now with 14 and a quick timeout by Ryan Darst. We'll take it with him. It's 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. It's 44-36 as the Jags go on a run. We'll be right back on 810varsity.com. Welcome back to Shawnee Mission West. The home Vikings trail by 8 as the Blue Springs South Jaguars go on a pretty healthy run here. Logan Weineke, the second leading scorer for the Vikings. They're trying to get somebody going. Darian Wesson hands it off to their leading scorer, Eric Rhymes. Rhymes kicks out to Mitch Lowe. Lowe squares up on his defender, Devin Tomlinson. Back out to Rhymes. Rhymes dribble drive and got everybody faked out. Nice finish. Eric Rhymes, their leading scorer, only has 5 points. He averages 14. We'll see if he can come alive to help out the Vikings. It's 44-38, just under a minute here to go in the third quarter. Israelite to the hoop. Double blocked away by the Vikings. 48.6 seconds here in this third quarter. Another substitution, this time Kobe McGowan coming back into the game. Jaguars' Avi Johnson has the ball, dribble drive, and there's a blocking foul. Fresh into the game, Kobe McGowan's going to pick up his 4th foul. That's no fun. He averages 7 points, 2 boards a game. He's been handling the ball a little bit whenever Eric Rhymes is on the bench. Jaguars are going for the lob here. Jalen McDaniel catches, keeps it high. McDaniel has 16 now. Blue Springs South leads 46-38, and they throw it away. Rhymes try to go up ahead to Emilio Elliott Jr. 39.3 seconds here to go. We'll catch you up on some numbers as we get into the fourth quarter. Head coach of the South Jaguars, Josh Smith, happy with his players in this third quarter. I don't know why you wouldn't. It was a 1-point game at halftime, and now it's a 8-point game as we're entering into the final 30 seconds of the third quarter. Cade Berg tripped over maybe his own ankle. Might have been a slick spot out there. It's Caden Hooks. Hooks controls with 18 seconds, and now it's Devin Tomlinson. Tomlinson back to Hooks. Free throw line extended left side with 12 seconds. Content for the final shot are the Jaguars. Hooks goes to work. Crossover right in front of his defender, no good. Jalen McDaniel rebounds, short on the return. Throws it deep, and that is Emilio Elliott Jr. So we go to the fourth quarter. It's 46-38. The home Shawnee Mission West Vikings are trailing in the Viking Classic. Going to the fourth quarter against Blue Springs South. You are watching high school basketball on 810varsity.com. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back to Shawnee Mission West. Our first game of a doubleheader here on 810varsity.com tonight. Blue Springs South in control. They outscore their opponents by 7 in the third quarter. 46-38 is the score as we head to the fourth quarter. Caleb Israelite controls from Hooks. Down low, Jalen McDaniel. Left-hand dribble, up and good. He's made it look easy tonight. He's got 18. Only 5 Jaguars have scored, and 2 of them only have 3 points combined. The other ones have the rest. Back with the Vikings, trailing by 10, 48-38. Eric Rhymes only has 5 points, the leading scorer for the Vikings. That helps. The and one. He'll go to the free throw line. Caleb Israelite, first foul for him. They're 2 away from the bonus. So Eric Rhymes is going to be the guy if the Vikings have to get back into it. With 7:30 here to go, they trail by 8. He's their leading scorer. He's their ball handler. Takes a quick free throw and makes it. So he has 8 on the night, 6 away from his average. 7:25 to go. The Jaguars of Blue Springs South lead 48-41. Caleb Israelite squaring up on his defender, finds Johnny George. George controls, hands it to Jalen Daniel. Instead, it's found its way into the paws of Israelite, and then McDaniel got it back. McDaniel now has 20. 20 of the 50. Back the other way. Tough finish for Eric Rhymes. Rhymes wanted a call. Jalen McDaniel comes back and hands it off to Cade Berg. Berg picked up his dribble, goes back door. Caleb Israelite, the up and under. Nice finish. Israelite has 16. McDaniel with 20. Israelite with 16. Hooks with 13 for the Jaguars. They lead 52-41, their largest lead of the night. The Vikings, the home Vikings, trying to hold court here in the Viking Classic. Kicks it out, Eric Rhymes. Rhymes pull-up jump shot, another but air. Caden Hooks the rebound. Hooks on the run. Pulls it out to Johnny George, swings it over to Israelite. Israelite pulls it out. He's thinking about taking a screen from McDaniel. Instead kicks it over to Johnny George. Now to Hooks on the right wing. Hooks dribble drive, tries to go back door and throws it away. Was unhappy about that one. A quick pull. Hayden Humphreys in for Jalen McDaniel. McDaniel eclipsing his average by 5 points. He shoots 62%, pretty good. But he averages 15 a game. He's got 20 tonight in a 52-41 ball game with just under 6 minutes here to go in the game. The Vikings now facing a 2-3 zone. Can they shoot out of it? Wesley Clark wanted to take it away from Logan Weineke. They go right elbow, Mitch Lowe, taken away. Then taken away again by Wesley Clark. Back to Rhymes. Rhymes pull up, 8-footer and one. So he's now in double digits. Back to a 9-point Jaguar lead. 5:39 here to go in the game. Tournament time, some of the best times of the year for high school basketball here at the Viking Classic. We know there are plenty of tournaments going on around town as well. Eric Rhymes up and good. He settled in from the free throw line, has 6 fourth-quarter points, and the Vikings are going to show full-court pressure. Trapped. Break it through. Hayden Humphreys controls for the Jaguars, goes right at a defender. And they got a charge. Emilio Elliott Jr. there to take the charge. Always a tough call. At that time, felt like Elliott Jr. had his feet set. Hayden Humphreys a little too aggressive. So the Vikings trail by 8, 52-44, 5:23 here to go in the game. Eric Rhymes barking out the offensive calls. He's got 11 points total. Tends to lead the team with 14 per game. Gets the ball back, dribble drive, goes right at it, kicks it out to Wesley Clark for 3, and he hits. Wesley Clark with 6, his second 3 of the game. It's a 5-point game with 5 minutes here to go. 52-47. Caden Hooks. They wanted a backcourt call here at home. It's Caleb Israelite. Johnny George stepped across, but since he did not fully establish himself over, cannot be a backcourt. The scoop shot no good. Backside, Cade Berg gets on the board. 54-47, 4:38 to go in the fourth. Eric Rhymes. Rhymes from the free throw line. There's going to be a moving screen. They call it on Emilio Elliott Jr. His second foul. The home team, the Vikings, trail by 7 with 4:33 to go. Caden Hooks to throw the ball in for the visiting Jags, trying to put their name in the championship game that will take place tomorrow. They moved the game up because of weather, or alleged weather, we'll call it. So the Jags trying to put their name in that for tomorrow to take on the winner of Grandview and Lansing. That's assuming the 7-point lead holds up here in the final 4:30. Hooks. First free throw is good. His first point of the fourth quarter. That's 14 total for him. Second free throw after the 3 dribbles and spin is good. He's 5 of 6 from the free throw line tonight, 15 total points. And it's back to a 9-point lead, 56-47 Jaguars with 4:25 to go. Kobe McGowan into the game Wesley Clark, they kick it over to Logan Weineke for three. Weineke has 3 threes on the night, has 12 points total. Back the other way with the Jags, nursing a 6-point lead, throws it away. It's back with Eric Rhymes. Rhymes in transition, kicks it to Weineke. No good. Jalen McDaniel the rebound. And Rhymes is going to come in from behind and foul him. We're in the penalty now. Jalen McDaniel goes back the other way. That really could have been a momentum shift there. Back-to-back threes would have cut it to a 3-point ball game. Weineke with 12. He leads the Vikings in scoring with 3:56 to go in this ball game. The momentum is huge. Obviously, being in the home gym helps. Jalen McDaniel. He shoots 62% from the floor. Free throw is good on the front end of a 1-and-1. He's now got 21 points. 57-50. 3 dribbles, bend of the knee, and the left-hand flick of the wrist, no good off the heel. 57-50, under 4 minutes now to go in the game. Eric Rhymes wants to control it. Receives a screen, Emilio Elliott Jr. kicks it off, nice pass. Mitch Lowe for 2. Lowe has 11. It's 57-52, taken away, Eric Rhymes. Rhymes for 2. He's got 13. It's a 3-point game. 57-54, Blue Springs South. Johnny George has the ball with numbers. Goes at a defender. The home crowd not happy about that one. Some boo birds in the house. Mitch Lowe Logan Weineke called for a second foul. Johnny George trying to get on the board tonight for the Jags. Not even been to the free throw line. And now it looks like Logan Weineke has some blood on the elbow. Gonna have to get a quick tape up or at least wipe it off. Can't play with blood on the jersey in high school basketball. 57-54, all of a sudden, it's a one-possession game. One-possession game, and Johnny George has a chance to make it a two-possession game. Got a couple of kids in the background there that are trying to play distraction here for Johnny George. George averages just under 5 a game, and he misses it. The home crowd likes it. It's a one-possession game, 57-54. We'll keep it right here for this one. To catch you up, Blue Springs South really controlled the third quarter. They outscored Shawnee Mission West by 7. And here in the fourth quarter, Shawnee Mission West has come back. They only trail by 3. Outscored their opponent in this quarter by 4. So, Jalen McDaniel leads the way for the Jags with 21. Eric Rhymes has come alive here in the fourth quarter. He now has 12. He has 7 in the fourth. Logan Weineke with 12. Mitch Lowe has 11. It's been a good, solid semifinal game, a good 2-3 matchup. Blue Springs South 11-4 on the year, and Shawnee Mission West 6-4 on the year. So a couple more games under their belt is Blue Springs South. It certainly looks like Logan Weineke has the tape on the right elbow. He's now going to be wearing number 32. You got to love it. Can't make it up. He got blood on a jersey. That's why you keep extras. Logan Weineke for the remainder of the game will wear number 32, not number 33 as he was in the scorebook. So he carries over 2 fouls. Shawnee Mission West trails by 3, but Weineke, their leading three-point shooter, he has 23 of those on the year, is back in the game. 3:13 to go. Eric Rhymes. Rhymes receives a screen, kicks it off. Beautiful pass to Mitch Lowe. It's a one-point game, 57-56, Blue Springs South. Johnny George controls. Facing off against Weineke. Dumps it off to Caden Hooks. Hooks dribbles. Now it's Israelite, gets it into Jalen McDaniel. McDaniel took a dribble, back to Israelite, throws it away. Emilio Elliott Jr. up ahead to Weineke. Weineke all alone, fouled from behind. Cade Berg will foul Weineke. Weineke's 3 for 4 on the night at the free throw line. Stay tuned on 810varsity.com. We will have the second game of the doubleheader, Grandview and Lansing. Well, the winner of that one will meet the winner of this one. We'll take a timeout right now. It's 57-56, 2:37 here to go in the fourth quarter. And stay tuned. We got a good ending coming up for you on 810varsity.com. Welcome back to Shawnee Mission West. 57-56. Blue Springs South leads. They led by 8 at the end of the third quarter. And the home team in this Viking Classic, Shawnee Mission West, has come back. They trail by 1. Logan Weineke, who has 12 points on the night, steps to the free throw line. A freshly taped right forearm. He had blood on his number 33 jersey. He misses his first free throw. Certainly looks like Eric Rhymes is trying to walk something off too. He misses both free throws, so Blue Springs South has a 1-point lead, 57-56 with 2:30 to go. Caleb Israelite controls. Averages 14 a game. He has 16 tonight. Goes to work. Looks like there was a little bit of broken ankle action on Mitch Lowe over there. Israelite to the cup. No good. Jalen McDaniel just makes the tip dunk look easy. Israelite will go to the line where he's 4 for 4 on the evening. Foul goes on Emilio Elliott Jr., his third. Israelite to the line. Misses the first free throw. These kids are the hometown heroes behind the hoop. Israelite was 4 for 4 on the night to give his team a 2-point lead. He makes it. He now has 17 on the night, second in scoring for the Jags. 58-56 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds here to go. It's Eric Rhymes, dribble drive, kicks it out. Wesley Clark. Clark drives, kicks it to Weineke. Weineke floater is good. Number 32, Weineke, has 2 points, but total, he has 14. It's a 58-58 ball game. Israelite goes to work on his defender, and it stays with the Jags. Cade Berg springs off the bench to go get Hayden Humphreys. 1:46 to go. It's a tie ball game. Back to all square. This has been a good one all the way through. Throwing it in is Johnny George to Caden Hooks. Hooks been quiet in the fourth quarter. Has 15 total for the game. Gets it to George, top of the key. Swings it to Israelite. Israelite trying to get it inside to McDaniel. Now 90 seconds on the clock. 58-58. It's Israelite taking his defender, kicking it out. Hooks. Hooks drives and gets fouled. So Emilio Elliott Jr. picks up his 4th. It'll only matter if it goes to overtime. 58 apiece. Caden Hooks, 2 for 2 in the fourth quarter, 5 of 6 overall, and misses the front end of the 2-shot foul. The 2 kids behind the hoop are absolutely crushing Blue Springs South at the free throw line. You can see them there on the left side of your screen. It's tough to make a free throw. The hometown heroes, as Todd Sanford on camera is laughing along with me. 80 seconds here to go in the game, and it's a tie ball game, 58 apiece. Eric Rhymes goes to the hoop, kicks it out, and now resets it. Now 65 seconds here to go. Rhymes Gets doubled, kicks it out. Wesley Clark for three, and hits! Wesley Clark. The entire student section over here that's not standing for these tournament games. They get excited. It's a lead for the Vikings for the first time since the first half. 61-58 with 56 seconds here to go in the game. Both teams are in the penalty. Wesley Clark with a massive shot. He averages 7 a game. He now has 9 on 3 threes. I tell you what, if I've ever seen a good story of a free throw line and a couple of kids saving the day for the hometown squad, it would be now. You saw him on the left side of the screen when Blue Springs South was shooting free throws. And now they're having the time of their lives over there. 56 seconds. Caden Hooks had a couple of threes in the first quarter. Caleb Israelite has a couple of threes in the game. Both of them are in the game for Blue Springs South. Hooks controls. Hooks receives a screen. Goes to the crossover. Floater, no good. Rebound, McDaniel. McDaniel, offensive rebound. Goes to the hoop and just jams it home. Wow. Jalen McDaniel showing the athleticism. The two-hand slam. He's got 23, and it's a 1-point lead for Shawnee Mission West. I mean, geez, what about a momentum sucker? That's what Jalen McDaniel is. You see why he shoots 62% from the field is because he's just jamming it a lot. He's got 23, eclipses his average by 8. He also averages just over 7 boards a game. He certainly has been going to work on the boards tonight. 25 points, and it doesn't seem like he's done a ton, but you look down, he's got 23. It certainly feels like he's their guy on offense, and they've had a couple of other guys tonight. Caleb Israelite and Caden Hooks have played phenomenal for the Jaguars, but they trail by 1. They have the length. 42 seconds to go. It's 61-60. Shawnee Mission West, the home Vikings at their home tournament with a big test here in Blue Springs South. Looks like South is going to come out. They put together their press. Coach Josh Smith put together their press. They certainly have length. You got to watch out for the football play here. Somebody just going deep on a streak. They get it into Eric Rhymes. Rhymes guarded by Caleb Israelite with 40 seconds. They're in no rush. Rhymes just has to avoid a 5-second call. Israelite in his face. Goes to the push. The jab step. 25 seconds to go. Rhymes dribbles. Johnny George will take a foul. Only 19 fouls, so it's still a 1-and-1 for the Vikings. So if Rhymes misses this one, Blue Springs South can grab it and go. Instead, he makes it. He has 9 fourth-quarter points, 14 total, and he has met his average of 13.6. It's 62-60 Vikings with 22 seconds to go. Makes it. So it's 63-60. Timeout Blue Springs South. We'll take a quick one with them, and we'll see what they draw up here for the final 22 seconds. You're watching high school basketball on a10varsity.com. Everybody waiting in anticipation for game number 2. The number 4 ranked team in the A10 Varsity Top 25, Grandview Bulldogs, are on deck. They'll take on the Lansing Lions. But now we got a good one, 63-60. The home team, Shawnee Mission West, trying to play for a championship in their own tournament. There's 22 seconds left, and Blue Springs South has the ball. Caleb Israelite controls, brings it across. Waits for a screen from McDaniel. Israelite tries to split the double team, and he throws it away. Ball's on the ground, and there's a massive scrum for it. Jump ball goes to Shawnee Mission West. So with 11.2 seconds, Blue Springs South is going to have to try and get a steal and a quick bucket. Down by 3. They led by 8 at the end of the third quarter. Throwing it in is Wesley Clark. Clark throws it in, trapped. Quick foul. Quick foul on Caleb Israelite. So 1 second comes off the clock. Eric Rhymes will go to the line. He has 10 fourth quarter points. 15 total for the game. The home crowd wanting a victory clearly. One dribble. Short on the first. Looked a little quick. 10.2 to go. All Eric Rhymes has to do is put this one in, and it's a 2-possession game. Takes a little bit more time. It's off the heel. Jalen McDaniel controls. Gets it across to Israelite. Israelite with 6 seconds. Going to try and get the pull-up. Gets his man in the air. Up in the air. No good. Is Israelite, and it's over. Shawnee Mission West with a big victory in the semifinal game. 63-60 over Blue Springs South. They outscored Blue Springs South by 11 in the fourth quarter. So to give you some totals for the game, Eric Rhymes with 15 total. Logan Weinecke with 14 total. Mitch Lowe with 13. Wesley Clark, maybe none bigger than that 3 that he did to give his team the lead. And they go on to win 63-60. Jalen McDaniel, 23 for the Jags. Caleb Israelite with 17. Caden Hooks with 15. So, Shawnee Mission West is in the championship. Who will they meet? We'll have that answer for you in game number 2 of our doubleheader on a10varsity.com. Grandview and Lansing, the 1 and 4 seed, coming up here after a warm-up time. We'll have that for you. Stay with us. Another great game coming up on a10varsity.com.